Well, hello again. Do you remember Strawberry Shortcake, the cartoon? Well, today we're going to be making Strawberry Shortcake, the dessert. But of course, with a twist. Hey, beautiful people, and you are welcome back to the Nikiolori Cooks YouTube channel.
Let's go.
Okay, so you remember I said it was with a twist. So instead of using vanilla extract, I'm going to be making peach. I'm going to be making tea flavored heavy cream. I got this method from Tasty. Oh, it is genius. So here what I did was that I cut my tea bag and poured the tea contents, like the tea leaves, the dried tea leaves, into my heavy cream and let it seep in the fridge and let it sit in the fridge overnight. You can do it for an hour to overnight, but I let my stay overnight. So when I picked it out the next day, I tasted the tea all through it and it was heavily flavored and it was delicious. Trust me, even though you could skip this step altogether, but it would really elevate your heavy cream so much because we're going to use it to make sweetened whipped cream or chantilly. So here I'm just cutting some strawberries. I reserved some because we're going to use those as the toppings for the shortcake, and here I'm just cutting them. I decided to use strawberries and bananas, but you can decide to use just strawberries. Actually, what happened was that while I was filming, I realized that my strawberries were not going to be enough. So I just decided to use bananas, and it was honestly a brilliant idea because it came out delicious. So here I'm macerating them. This means that I'm putting sugar and an acid. So when I place this in the fridge, the moisture is drawn from the strawberries, and they become much more concentrated, and you are left with a syrup, and you can use that syrup to, like, as you can drizzle it over the shortcake, just like you saw in the intro. So here I'm just making the biscuits. Now the biscuits are extremely easy. In fact, disturbingly easy, if I do say so, because they really do not need anything. The only thing that you need to make sure is that the margarine or the butter is cold, and that you are quick with working the butter into the flour with your hands, because we just want to create a breadcrumb texture, nothing much. But you have to put it in the fridge when you're done, because our hands would heat up the butter. So here I'm just making buttermilk. I didn't have buttermilk at hand, so I just decided to make it. Vinegar, milk, mix it, let it stay, and it will curdle faster than you know it. So I put in the buttermilk here, and I'm just making the should I say the liquid that will add into the liquid part of the biscuit. So here, so I'm just going to pour this using a fork, because the dough that we want to create is a very shaggy, inconsistent dough. By inconsistent, I mean you still see some flour, some unincorporated flour. Just add the mixture, and even you might not even end up using the whole buttermilk, but just make sure that when it has just to a point, you see that it's not together, it's very weird looking, it's looking like it's not completely mixed. This is what you want, this is the texture you want. So here I'm just going to use my spatula, and I'm going to fold the dough into itself. So when I'm folding the dough, why I'm folding the dough into itself is just to make it a bit more compact and together, even though we do not want it to be too homogeneous. So yeah, I just folded it in, and then I just pat it into a thick square. You want the dough to be thick. You want it to be thick. You do not want a flat dough. So make sure you pack it together, then flatten it out into a square. So using my floured knife, I just cut the dough into four and lined it up on my baking sheet and baked it for about 15 minutes, or till it's puffed and the top is golden brown. Okay, so to give the biscuits a bit more shine, I glaze the top with buttermilk. You can also use egg wash or just egg yolk, just mix it together. Then I topped it with like a tablespoon of sugar. Then I baked it. Okay, so it's time for the chantilly and my most favorite part because making whipped cream is so easy. I know it would look hard at first, especially if you're making it with hand by hand and just your whisk, but trust me, within 6 minutes this thing was forming soft peaks and I was happy because I did not want to expend so much energy. Okay. Okay, so now it's time to assemble. See the beautiful, biscuits. And here you can I just wanted to, assemble one for the video. So I just used my knife and just, split it in half because we are going to be adding a whopping amount of whipped cream and fruit to this. Okay, so first of all, I added the chantilly, then I added the macerated fruits. You see that all the moisture is drawn out and the fruits are more concentrated. You can just add a bit of that syrup that is at the bottom to it, and trust me, it just elevates everything. So I added more chantilly, added some of the reserved strawberries that we kept earlier, and some more macerated fruits, and there you have it. Fairly easy, because I wouldn't say this is very easy because it's a bit time consuming, but trust me, when you eat it, it looks pleasing to the eyes as it is pleasing to the tongue, I assure you. So that's all, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Please comment, tell me what you want to see. I do a lot, so just tell me what you want to see. I will see you next time, and while you're here, just keep enjoying the beautiful thing. Look at how I just, drizzle some of that syrup over. Okay, my time is up, guys. Bye.